しょうがないな。私の顔にもなんかついてる？うそ。目、鼻、口、もう赤べ。
Sorry, I'm still eating my food. Give me a couple minutes. I have like a couple bites left. Hi!
Good morning, chat. Good morning, late walk.
What's the food? It's a leftover slice of
grass,
pizza.
Hashtag Bajang.
Just swallow it whole. I'm not a snake. I'm not a snake. And I'm not a crocodile either. Are you eating breakfast at 1 p.m.? This is my first meal of the day, if that's your question.
Just make the food into a paste and inject it into your belly.
What lizard are you? What? Do you think I'm a reptile? Why?
Reptile way.
Thank you.
Chill lizard. Do you have a favorite sunning rock?
You control a government? Hi! I even shed my skin? I guess all VTubers do that, don't they? At one point or another, eventually. Never-ending cycle of molting.
You need to stop being slightly late. Cater starts lashing out when you aren't on time.
Oh, that's not my problem. No, you start what do you mean he starts lashing out? 2 3.0, but she has massive fucking eyes, like 50% of her face. Well, like the Malay blob, wait, heavyweight. This is like an old meme.
How do you keep your blood warm without sunlight?
I wonder if I can find this.
I for one would love a Wooliga eye toggle for She-Walk. She-Walk is actually a fungus. Her bills all go to industrial grow lights to keep her spores from
here
subsiding.
I can find the original version of this. No, I can't find it, but I'll open up Paint and I'll show you what it actually is.
If She-Walk is a
there
fungus,
used to be a
should we
meme
call her
exactly
chunks?
like this image, except it would also add a box for the 2020s. And then a box for the 2040s. Or the 2030s. And it's the same character, except her eyes are just like abnormally huge.
Don't forget the box for the 1940s.
This is unironic. This is unironically just what it looks like. Hi, Pedro. This was just like a doomer meme. This was just a doomer meme from like 2011 or something about character design changes, like because characters' eyes used to be smaller and they just get bigger over time or something. So people were like, it's just gonna keep growing. Their eyes are just gonna get bigger. It's really unfortunate I can't find it. The original, or the one I'm thinking of. The girls also get dumber. Clannad season 3. I actually feel like
Old world blues type looking.
I actually feel like anime characters have gotten smarter over time, or like the writing has
Alien
gotten
ultimate
better.
anime form.
like moe shit anime,
these days
the
with
writing
their
has
shit by
gotten better.
anime. My 1980s anime drawn in Hayao Miyazaki blood was the only way.
Na, 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 na. The characters are less retarded, in my opinion. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Or just more of it, more moe shit? I feel there's not as much moe shit nowadays. If you don't count isekai slop, it's different. Or you mean more anime?
Take. I think in general anime writing has gotten better. But we do not get as much experimental anime anymore.
Don't get as much. It's kind of true. That's kind of true. Or there's like a certain style that was like sequestered away to the early 2010s and late 2010s, like Noragami or whatever. I don't know. KyoAni's office is burnt down in an arson attack, and the world hasn't healed yet. That's the truth of the matter. Anime peaked with Assassination Classroom because it had femboy cross-dressing. Isn't there literally an anime this season that's literally just about some dude cross-dressing? I was going through the anime season the other day. Isn't there like one every few seasons? Yeah. I mean, anime cross-dressing tier list? I don't think I've seen enough of them. Oh yeah, the new Code Geass has cross-dressing. Alright. There's like two shows this season.
I think a lot of people look at the whole. Compare this niche animation that some animators spent days on and the anime is good. Ignore the writing and pacing of the show being shit. This one animation means it's good.
I feel like I see that a lot about like Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't know. You guys know the like nah, I'd win or like domain expansion memes? I don't find them that funny. Maybe because I'm not like the target audience or something. But it's just like not my kind of show. They're so overdone. I feel like it's a little bit cringe. Am I watching the new VTuber anime? I want to watch it. I haven't seen the episode yet.
I thought you had the correct amount of brain rot of those. Nah, I'd win is only funny in the context of EU4.
Not I'd win is only funny like out of context of the anime. You know those videos? There's the videos where there's like Shamei Maru activated her domain expansion, and the character was like, "Nah, I'd win" or something. I don't. It's just not that funny to me. So because you're not a high school boy, which is the target audience. I guess that makes sense. I feel like they should go back to Call of Duty. Quit ruining anime.
Not I'd win is only funny when all my teammates are dead in Counter-Strike and it turns into a 1vs5.
Yeah, true. It would be a shame not to rub one out. Saf, what are you talking about?
Not ID win is funny in really mundane and non-confrontation scenarios. Son, clean up your room or you will be homeless. Not
The
IP
VTuber
link.
anime you're quoting. Oh god. Oh god. No, it's funny in really mundane non-confrontation scenarios. It's funny in like video games.
Speaking
But-
of stupid animes, how was the Blue Archive one?
The second to last episode is the best episode of anime I've ever seen in my life. Good that I only read manga and don't watch any anime. Like that I can always say I'm better for I did read the original, and you can yell at people and call them secondaries. You know, you're secondary. Filthy secondary. Don't talk to me, peasant. You're infecting the air around me with your disgusting secondary attitude. That's how I feel about Muv-Love. That's how I feel about Muv-Love.
If it's the second best, what is the best?
The only unrealistic part of the VTuber anime is that they wear clothes while streaming. I wear clothes while streaming.
What are your political views? This fight was
What do you mean,
really
what are my
epic in these
political
3
views?
panels.
This fight was really epic in these 3 panels. That's the one problem I have with manga, is it's really hard to use my imagination. It's kind of sad.
Shiwa, you wear clothes while streaming? That's just more laundry to do later. You still haven't moved your last
Manga got
set.
pictures, you know, but I want
Yo,
to
those
imagine it
action
moving.
lines
I
were
want to
popping
imagine
off,
the
though.
pictures moving around, okay?
Can you see the apple Chiwa?
And I can't, as voice acting is a godsend, because I'm too autistic to like understand what characters mean when they say things. That's also kind of fan subbers' faults, but or fan scan leaders. So some voice acting helps.
Bad manga is just the worst of both books and movies / visual media. Penis.
Isn't that the opposite? I don't know.
Ability to imagine is a spectrum. I literally can't remember sometimes whether scenes are from anime or manga cause my mind automatically voice acts and animates manga.
I have to do that manually. I have to do that manually. Like, if I want to actually enjoy something like that, I have to, like, sit on panels for a little bit longer than I normally would if I was just reading it normally. Oh yeah, there's supposed to be a poll. Oopsie. Can you turn King of the Castle integration on? Sure. There you go.
I miss the old days of fan subs with 3D animated color shifted subtitles and 20 fan translations per scene.
Alright, there's the poll. I was the oldest of fan subs with 3D animated color shifted subtitles and 20 fan translations per scene. Fan translation is dead. It's so sad.
Translator's note. Gomen means sorry.
Translator note, Keikoku means fan. In Code Geass, isn't there I feel like I saw an image a long time ago of a
supposed to
translator's
veto
note
the no
about like
option as
chess or
king.
something.
So that's why you like anime. They explain everything in very simple terms instead of relying on basic context clues.
No. Apparently, Crunchyroll's using AI translation for anime like Shikanoko, which is Sag. That is Sag, and they don't even improve their like typesetting or anything.
Shikanoko Nakanoko Kosatantan. I want a new run because I want new noble options and totally not because the North is absolutely broken.
Yeah,
and especially
to be honest,
not
right
because
now,
I want my shiny title for
right
being
now
paid
it
to win.
seems like the North is just gonna keep winning, and or Bork is just gonna keep winning. Like the realm is very stable. Also, all the barons have no money. But to answer your question,
the South
yes,
will
next
rise
week will be a
again.
new game.
But my money. To be honest, I want a new run just because I want to see the non-default factions.
If nice reviews, no, might as well do one more with Bork.
North brothers want to overthrow Bork 2 to keep things interesting. He's kind of a sellout, not gonna lie. I'm afraid old save will be 2v1v1 with almost guaranteed North and Koa win.
Pure chaos run. Alright, we'll see what the results of the poll are when it finishes. It's kind of close, so.
Bork fell off, should get whooped this time. Bork kind of feels like the original Queen Koa now. I don't know what happened to him. Chiwa, I'm hungry. Please feed me, bitch. Koa
I already had the last slice of pizza, I'm sorry. No more food in the household. Oh, I said yesterday that I didn't want to play any more long games on stream. But I played like...
The original Bork is awesome, but this new Bork 2 is
I
just a
played
lame
like
cash grab
4 or
sequel made
5
by the
hours of
Crown Lands to
Atelier
cash
Sophie
in on the legacy
yesterday.
of the original Bork.
I played like 4 or 5 hours of Atelier Sophie yesterday, and it's very fun and it's very comfy. And it's like an autism game. The crafting in that game. Why no long games though? Because I get tired and I want to move on to other things sometimes. The crafting is like, you have like a Tetris grid.
You know a really good long game that is also premium autism. Rogue Trader, smiley face.
Two, 3, 4. You have like a Tetris grid, and then all of your items. So like you maybe have like a plant,
You should only play ADHD short form
and then a
content
fire
games like
type.
Subway Surfers.
And then you
Where's the last
maybe
Final
also need some like
Fantasy
metal
string?
or something.
The Chihuahua.
And then each of these have like certain shapes to them. So maybe this one is like an L shape. L-shaped brick. This one's like one of those. And this one's a long. And you have to like slot these in. But it gets kind of complicated. Well, it's Tetris. It's Tetris, but it's Tetris on crack. Okay, it's Tetris on crack because Sophie makes cute noises. when you put the bricks inside of the squares. What's it called? I'm talking about Atelier Sophie. I played like 5 hours last night, so I might play it on stream. It doesn't seem super story heavy, so it's like kind of a comfy grinding game.
Have you played the Minesweeper Tetris hybrid?
No. Is that a thing?
Also, did you see that Satisfactory is having a 1.0 release in September?
Satisfactory scares me. I encountered the spiders before I even built my factory. I kind of just went exploring for a bit, and then I encountered a spider, and then I alt F4'd because I was scared. There's an arachnophobia mode. That's for cowards. I'm not a coward. Anyways, if I was gonna play a factory game, I'd just play Factorio.
I'm not a coward. Alt F4s after seeing one spider. Kawa, I'm not a coward.
If I'm gonna play a factory
Kawa,
game,
I quit cause I got scared of the spider. Kawa sweat.
if I'm gonna play a factory
not
game,
cowards, totally alt
I'm just gonna
F4
play
when they see a
Factorio because the
spider.
DLC comes out in October, right?
Good evening,
The
Chinwa.
Space Age.
Good
Space
evening,
Age
Pain.
DLC.
Good evening, chat.
What about Dyson Sphere Program? I played Dyson Sphere Program. I didn't finish it. I played Dyson Sphere Program during university, so my schedule during university, this was during COVID. This COVID. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I would have like
Oreo MP server when? Have you seen the factory mode in
4,
R9's
5,
Enfield beta?
6.
Seeing
Monday,
that in a gacha was
I
funny.
would have like normal classes.
Look,
I'd have
call
like
me a hater, but I'm not
couple-
impressed about the Factorio DLC. To me it just feels they took the space exploration mod and are charging you $25 for a mod you already
My
played.
assumption is it's gonna be different from SpaceX. That's my assumption. I haven't finished SpaceX, so I don't know. Tuesday would be like this. Maybe I go until like 3 p.m. or something. On Wednesdays, I had one class that went from 1 p.m. until 6 p.m. This was the worst fucking class I've ever had in my life. And it was on Zoom. The show was on the computer. I had to log onto my computer. I had 2 monitors. I had to have Zoom in one. And to avoid blowing my brains out, I...
Stream for a whole week Factorio and Terra Firma Greg to filter all the non-autistic.
And so I had to grab a bottle with my favorite alcoholic drink. And then I would also put on Dyson Sphere Program on the second monitor, and I'd build my little factory while not paying attention to the Zoom class that I had to be in because she graded on attendance. This was the worst. This was like the worst fucking thing ever. This was like the worst thing ever.
Alcoholic origin story.
Unironically, that was my Wednesday routine. We had to have the worst part about this wasn't just that we were on Zoom, it's that we all had to have our cameras on. We had to have a little camera. And our teacher was a boomer, and so she wanted to make sure that we were all there. And we had to put the cameras on. Just put a picture of your face. Put a looping GIF that's like really low quality.
Teacher likes watching.
Just tell him every time your camera's broken, she gave students shit for that. She gave students shit for that.
Are you ranting about mathematics so I can invite my younger brother
I'm not.
to watch?
This wasn't even a math class.
Ripborg 2. He didn't realize that there was a bit under the pagan ritual sacrifice tree. Gone, but never forgotten.
Alright, new key in the castle run. It seems like we're doing a new run. 53% voted yes for new run. But yeah, so for an entire semester, I just had Dyson Sphere program, DSP, on my second monitor, and I was building my little factory.
What is your favorite castle in Shogi?
Did I use my VTuber model for Zoom classes? No. This is before I became a VTuber. Worst part of COVID Zoom classes is the first time you join, you realize you have a gamer username and MIPFP and someone calls it out. Well, because... Wait. Do you guys use Zoom for gaming? Do you video chat on Zoom with your gamer friends? Zoom is not for gaming. Not for gaming. There's a thing called Discord. Dick Sword. Or Slack or something. What's Slack? What's the other one? People use Teams.
I zoomed into your mom last night. Simply don't care. I had Shinji and Gendo reenacting Moby Dick as my PFP for years. We balling with Skype gaming.
That's like the little days before Discord. Do you guys remember? This was like Russian spyware, or it was like adware. It was called a raid call. Do you remember raid call? Yeah, I refuse to use it. I use this shit for years, man. I use this shit for years. My friend group in middle school. My friend group in middle school decided that we're all gonna start to use raid call because nobody wanted to pay for TeamSpeak server when we all played Counter-Strike or whatever, or Gary's mod. And so we downloaded this definitely not virus called raid call. Only raid I know is Raid Shadow Legends.
VoIP already.
Raid call is dead, by the way. I know it died in like 2016, right?
Raid call is dead, BTW.
We just use Skype. Skype sucked because it was dependent on like the host internet connection, right? And everyone's internet back then sucked. Juice STM, thank you for the follow. Trailing a raid call and the only thing I can find is a complete Chinese wiki. It's sad because raid call had some really cool features, okay? Raid call, here's what it looked like, a proto Discord. I'll move on to King of the Castle after this bit. It looked like a proto Discord. So on this side, you had all the voice channels. Are there any gacha
mechanics in Raid Shadow Legends? Koa, we know you started your gaming career playing correspondence chess. You ever use Hamaki to play games that you totally got legally over LAN with your friends?
Yes. Does Hamachi still exist, or do they use something different now? Oh, now it's that remote control program. What's it called? It's like TeamViewer but for gamers. What's it called? Parsec, yes, Parsec. I've played Mario Party on Parsec, like old Mario parties on Parsec. Use it for work. Anyways. So the structure of
Can we bring back Xfire? The best gaming social media platform.
So raid call looked like this, and then you had your Windows Vista start bar up here. At the top, every time you join the channel, every time you join the voice channel, there's also an associated text channel alongside of it on the second screen. And then there's also like for every channel, there's also like a huge message of the day thing that could store like 20,000 characters. So what my friend group did is whenever one of our friends would say something really stupid, like some shit about dinosaurs. I tried to come up with one example, but I don't even remember any of these because this is so long ago. Dinosaurs have we can't be for certain.
One of my friend's dad was like a network engineer or something, and he had a baller server
We
that
can't
he'd
be
self-host
certain
a bunch of games
that
and
dinosaurs
TeamSpeak and whatnot on.
didn't have a
Just
minimum
think back to
of
anything you
8
said.
legs.
That would be a good example.
Somebody would say something stupid like this, and so we just copy paste it into this, and then we'd add their name, and then the year
What about
that,
the Face Punch
that they
gaming
said
app?
this, 2008.
Are you trying to prove that you're not Gen Alpha?
They've got a point. Can't be certain that dinosaurs didn't have a minimum of 8 legs. I mean, it's true. It's true. It's true. It was essentially pinned messages, but more, because pinned messages on Discord have a limit, which is
Chihuahua
cringe.
was always retarded. Amazing.
That was raid call, and it also served you ads all the time. And when you installed it, it came alongside a bunch of other software that you didn't want. And you'd have to go in and you'd have to manually unselect all the software that you didn't want installed alongside raid call.
We can't be certain dinosaurs did not have a minimum of 8 legs. Chiwadesu 2024. Cat is dichotomous, Hagway, and Zoomerway all in one. Okay, Grandma.
Free ads and a direct hotline to Moscow. Exactly. I saw the TS3 channels that close the people down. What was nice about raid call is it had like message history. I feel like TeamSpeak didn't. Does TeamSpeak have message history? It's been so long. I don't even remember.
Are you being shy? I can't see your chin.
I was eating earlier. Here, I'll move here. This is where wait, I'll move here first. King of the Castle time, bros. Na, 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 na. After work today, have fun everyone. Thanks for stopping by at least. I mean, to switch up the factions, it's a new game today. Today's a new game.
Speaking of bork, my Doge finally stopped borking once I got your stream to start working on my computer.
I'm like a hypnosis YouTube video. Pacification, bro. Alright, new dynasty. We're doing Pedro today. Today is the reign of Pedro von Circle.
You're like the child videos parents put on their iPads so they can drink instead of watch their kid.
Na, na, na. we get Pedro of the Pedro Dynasty?
Put it back to Crickle, you coward.
Okay, hold on. What would Pedro look like?
Give Pedro a distinguished beard.
That's a pretty distinguished beard.
Bold move, Chihuahua. Using Pedro as a way for us to not kill you instantly. Little did you know. This will not hinder our rightful claim for the throne.
That was pretty Pedro looking. Hello. Pedro has like a short nose. Like curved, like that, like stubby.
We should run a poll for all the different noble factions. Pedro II of Brazil.
Pedro would be very hairy. Pedro would have a lot of hair. What kind of hat would Pedro wear? Hello. You're playing King of the Castle? Yes, today's King of the Castle day. Oh, let me change the category.
Pedro doesn't need a crown because everyone knows he's the king through presence.
That's true. That's true. Alright. What about his clothes? This is kind of Pedro-like. Or would Pedro have a cape? Puffy clothes. Is that Pedro?
I'm partial to the first two options up above.
These ones? I wonder if there's like the white fluffy coat. That's a good point. Black, white, and red.
Is Koa trying to make it so people don't throw her in the river by playing as Pedro?
Does Pedro have an eye patch? Yes, yes, no, no. Okay, no. Okay. Pedro of the Pedro Dynasty. King Pedro.
Crickle, you coward.
All right. I'm vetoing the Chiefs this time. I'm vetoing the Chiefs. The chiefs are just too unified. So we have to do a new poll. Oh wait, whoops. Wait, oh wait, wait, you did the poll already.
I want to rule the Sans Effendi.
Oh wait, you did the poll already. Wait, let me redo this. I'm sorry. It didn't appear on my end. I'm sorry. Counts, grandees, and patricians.
The poll was basically counts, grandees, and patricians.
I'm okay with that. Alright, now you guys can join.
Oh no, I'm a patrician.
Did a bunch of you guys buy the game or something?
The South will rise again. I'm rich, boys.
It seems like a bunch of you guys bought the game. So you can have your original character, Donut Steal. OC Donut Steal.
Don't forget to change color of your messages in chat.
Oh yeah, purple,
So
yellow,
we're
and
gonna
green.
Be the 9 Pope.
OC Noble, do not steal. Donut Steal.
Best part of paying is I can switch to join my boy Killer Koala. I can't wait to RP as a snooty asshole. Smiley face. One of my favorite quotes from my friend group is when a car alarm went off when they were trying to get into it and said, "I'm sorry. I'm not trying to sexually harass you, I just want inside you."
Yellow bros, purple bros, and green bros. We are in the CMYK color system. Okay, I'll
Hey,
give
to
it.
win brothers, we should all join hands in the grandees.
Let me get another water bottle really quick, and then we'll start. Hi, hello. Hi! I'll be back.
Green brothers, let's be rich again. Greetings. I've recently ascended to the nobility of the patricians. I look forward to work together with all of you to bring prosperity and stability to the realm. Chat reminder to make your chat color the color of your enemies to AstroTurf.
What's up? What's up, bros? What's up, bros? Hello. Alright, we begin, bros. We begin. Then I put myself here.
Brr.
Brr. Let me out. I got a snack. Today's game. ISO, like the international standard of measurements.
Quick, she has a snack. Take her down. Big bro chihuahua coming into fuck little sis chat. Chihuahua, I thought you said there was no more food in the house. Are you lying? Please, feed us, we're starving Kawa Wiggle.
You don't deserve it.
Pregame.iso. I thought Kawa wanted to be the little sis.
I'm sorry, but in the modern day, we don't use ISOs anymore. We have Fit Girl repacks, okay?
Please, Chihuahua. The dog
Alright, we've
food
been
in the
through this.
basement isn't very tasty.
How do I want the kingdom to remember me? What is the most Pedro like? Faith as a saint. Faith. Farming? Father of the nation. Farming. Pedro's farming.
Who is Fit Girl and why are we repacking her?
I'm approving that because I know
Pedro is our eternal father. Ukrainian Rivnia, 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 Ukraine. Pedro is a party boy, so military. Pedro has time to garden randomly. Is Pedro grain pilled?
I was eavesdropping on some conversations the other day, and my family was talking about mortgages. So I think I might actually be moving.
Gwing.
Maybe. Maybe. How far is the move? It'll be in the same city.
Moving. Does that mean we get to see the outside once again?
And on the conversations, I mean, I'm not going to be on the mortgage. If that's, I mean, I'm obviously a part of the moving conversation, and I'm fine.
So from Atlanta to Atlanta suburb, got it?
Like if they're able to.
Will we still have a basement, or are we getting evicted?
Sorry, guys. You guys have to go out on your own now. Listen, if we move, we move. It's not up to me. It's up to them to find out whether they're competitive enough to get a house. A good house.
Nah. Wait, what if the new place has no basement?
The new place will have a basement. What if your new do is super humid? I would get a dehumidifier.
Time to beg for $5,000 from Ahoy for streamer Patreon because of a rent hike. Will you at least release us when we're on our own, or are we just going to starve? It's fine if there is no basement.
There's people who feed homeless people.
We can live in her walls. Are we getting pawned off to the next homeowner? We're being released like vassals before being truce broken and murdered. Releasing us from the basement is like releasing an animal born in a zoo into the wild. Guys, we are being euthanized like cats and dogs.
I thought I grabbed a water bottle, but I apparently did not grab a water bottle. Fucking shit. Alright, wait, hold on, I'll get through this. Interesting. Are you concerned for the welfare of the commoners? Or are you just hoping for a favorable passage in the history books? I left my water bottle in the kitchen, chat. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall farming as much as possible. Okay, we know how the game works. I'll be right back. I need to go grab the water bottle that I apparently left in the fridge. What's up, Rose? Rotalao, thank you for the follow. Alright. 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 Hello! Council introduction. Now that you're king, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Your nobles hail from all across the kingdom, the desolate east, the wealthy coast, and of course the scorching south. How are we supposed to advise our lord if we can't say the forbidden word? You have to talk in tongue. You have to use sign language. The Council of the East. An honor to finally make your acquaintance, your highness. May you escape the doom that befell your predecessor. A pleasure, your esteemed highness. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. Pork the second. Grandees of the South.
Sheep of rice, sheep of rice, sheep of rice.
Is that rice? It is rice. It looks like corn.
Farming doesn't have to grow that. It can grow good crops.
Look, it's Abra. May the ninth god bless your reign, your highness. I trust you will conduct yourself with honor and faith. Is this what the council's like? No wonder your father told you to avoid the throne at all costs.
We are so gonna win this, boys.
Okay, coronation. Your Majesty, I've scheduled your coronation to take place in a week's time. Of course, Your Majesty, but to delay any longer would make the nobles restless. And when the nobles get restless, they take their daggers and look for the nearest back. Very well. As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. Let's get this over with then. Shall we call the nobles in? Yeet? I'm gonna veto yeet this time. I want to see something new.
I don't want to dunk Pedro.
I'm vetoing the river this time. You can't do the river every time, bros.
Oh no, River. Well, let's just bankrupt you.
You can do the river next week.
At least let's have a cool party.
Alright.
You will regret this. Pedro too strong to be thrown into the river. Also, let's do be South Brothers.
I just wanted to see what other things they have, bros. Host a lavish parade with jugglers and fountains of wine. Do we even have any vineyards in our kingdom? The coronation is a great
Brother,
success.
We only need to believe in the one true Abway.
Jugglers, wine, fireworks, and feasts. It has an impact on your treasury, of course. But what doesn't? Okay, that's boring. You know what? You know what? Maybe the river is good. If they're only gonna give you one sentence.
We shall win this, South Brothers, inshallah Abway.
One, two, three, four.
Of course, the leader of the vampires is a ginger.
Odon of the 1500 Chris dynasty. 5. Charismatic former hermit. Leans delicately on a podium, speaking in a melodious voice.
Don't remember there being counts last time. Is it random?
We chose new factions this time.
No soul, therefore ginger.
My fellow counts, in ancient times, the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false King Pedro wears down the crown. Purple Bros, what scheme should the counts pursue to overthrow the new king? Blood
These
ritual,
must have emigrated
ascension,
from Romania.
or possession?
Ascend. Ascend. Ascend with Pedro. This will be a farming heavy game. Totally not vampires.
Bro. Everyone wants to do everyone. Hey, I can't believe everyone wants to see our realm succeed. Wants to see our realm grow and prosper.
Total agricultural prosperity. The outcome of this game will depend solely on the Gwyn harvests.
The counts plan to summon an ancient famine demon that will devastate all other regions,
I sure hope
paving a clear path to the
Agrarian
throne.
communist vampires.
First, they must ensure the East can withstand a famine. Holy fuck, that's evil.
My family has been accused of vampirism IRL3.
You guys are gonna cause a famine? Millions of peasants must die to see my ascension to the throne.
General plan Ost looking ass plan. Filtered.
To advance their scheme, the counts must be the region with the highest farming in 4 seasons.
Old MacDonald had a farm. Had because the counts burnt it down. As Lord of the Corn I do not approve of it. No omelette without some broken eggs, no victory without some disappeared omelets. Counts will make you pay 2,000 quid.
Can't use your alt. Nadia, of the fried eggs lover lineage.
How do I change my faction?
Infamous southern mischief maker stands bathed in sunshine, droning on as in a daze. A false pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the South, this is a stain on our honor. We mustn't allow it to go unanswered.
I wish I got the counts LOL.
What scheme should the grandees pursue to overthrow
Frank
the
will
new
lead us
queen,
to the one true
new
Abway.
king? Sorcery,
It is written.
subterfuge, or intimidation, yellow bros, get your votes in. Sorcery seems pretty cool. We love casting spells, chat. Shadow Wizard Money Gang.
We will summon Jin's Effendi. Watch them summon a fascism demon or something. I guess my role to intimidate did not work.
Our choices are genocidal vampires
It's wizard time, motherfucker.
and the
Fireball.
fascist demon. What's... The Grandees plan to make a bargain with a wizard. These immortal spellcasters seldom get involved in political squabbles, but perhaps if the king was considered a threat to their autonomy.
I summon Baathist regime spell.
To advance their scheme, the Grandees must raise authority to 5 or more
Shadow
in
Wizard
2
Money
seasons.
Gang rises again.
Justine, of the Noghorn family, sinister coastal political fixer, scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, explaining in measured prose. Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate of that of King Pedro. Something
Damn,
must be
some
done.
good leaders today.
Alright, bros. Doppelganger, uprising, or conspiracy? Patricians.
Time to pull out the foil hats. Who we need in power are the Grandees. The Grandees nuts?
Jot 'em. The patricians plan to sink the king under an ocean of debt. To advance their scheme, the patricians
I
must
told
lower
you
the
she was
treasury
a
to
lizard
1,500
brothers.
or less in 3 seasons.
Jotum.
Alright. By royal decree, you can tweak the laws. Alright. Royal gamble, yoink. I need money. The Honor Guard. As is tradition, each region offers a selection of elite guards. The Counts, with Knights of the Order of the Drowned Rose. The Patricians, with champion gladiators from the arena, and the grandees offer the fiercest battle nuns from the Sisterhood of Steel. Think carefully, Your Majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and the region. The battle nuns sound kind of based. I want a harem. I want a harem. They're scary. Terrifying warriors, and they've sworn a vow of silence, so at least they won't spill state secrets. But their faith and loyalty is to the church above all, even your safety. Tell me about the Eastern Knights.
The best part is they don't speak. Sisters of Silence 9 and point.
The Order of the Drowned Rose are highly respectable. They'll understand palace etiquette, but it's been years since they fought an actual battle. They mostly write poems these days. We have to go with the nuns. We have to go with the nuns. Those are fearsome. Fearsome warriors. The battle nuns arrive in the palace a few weeks later. They nod to you silently, their solemn steel masks betraying nothing, before filing into formation behind your throne. Adeptus Sororitas of Emperor Pedro.
Rosicrucianism vibes.
Call for apprentices. Dreadful tidings, Your Holiness. A meddling wizard has set up shop in Calavone. I believe it is Gordius, the Stone Talker. Hi! I like those emotes.
The ecclesiarchy is honored by your trust in our devout battle nuns. How stoned am I to talk about the Stone Talker?
Tell me more about this wizard. Wizards have managed to tame creation itself. They wield untold power and are naturally distrusted by the church. Even the High Inquisitor wouldn't dare move against them openly. There's nothing wrong with having pet rocks. Gordius has dominion over rock and metal and stone, and the deep places of Celeste Ath. He's put out a call for new apprentices, which is a rare event. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for many. Droves of unwashed, glory-seeking peasants from all over the south are lining up for their chance. Not just peasants. I, Lethal and Ari, have also decided to apply. The competition will be fierce, but those lowborn are no match. I will be the most powerful noble on this council has ever seen. You couldn't put your clothes on if it wasn't for your servant's help. We can't let this go ahead. Not only is it heresy, it presents a clear and dangerous conflict of interest. Then we shall assemble the council. Ninth bless you, Your Highness. Should Count Lethon Aribilata apprentice under the wizard Gordius in the south?
I wanna be a wizard.
Alright.
Vote B South brothers, let him have his dream but for money. Vampire becoming a wizard. Let our bro cook.
I mean, I get money either way, so. Patrician Bros? Teams are unbalanced? They're not unbalanced, you guys just didn't vote. Are they unbalanced?
Shadow Wizard Money Gang.
They're not super unbalanced. You guys simply didn't vote.
Imagine if Harry Potter was actually Freaky Potter and the wizards were actually wizards.
Hey, girl, you wanna see a magic trick? By the 9th, how will he keep up with his noble duties if he's spending all his time in the south with this wizard? And what if, 9th preserve us, he actually passes his apprenticeship? There's never been a wizard on the council before. You never know. It might liven things up around here.
Vampire Wizard Money Gang.
You've nothing to fear from me, your highness. I'll always have the kingdom's interests at heart, even as a wizard. Count Lethelin Ari sets off immediately on his journey to the south. Gordius's presence
girl,
in Calavone attracts all
wand?
sorts of visitors, though the power of his latent magic starts to wilt crops for miles around.
I totally won't betray you as a wizard, don't worry about it.
I believe you.
Smiley face.
I believe you.
The Counts has already started the famine.
Your esteemed highness, the coast has been struck with plague, and not just any plague, a dancing plague. What kind of dance? All kinds, but the most popular one is one where you shake your arms back and forth across your body. The youths call it the thread. Though I have no idea what that means. I wish I had a 3D model, chat.
Dancing plague is a real thing that happened BTW.
I wish I had a 3D model because I am a god at flossing.
She doesn't remember Harlem Shake. He's hitting thread.
It's really funny to me that Filthy Frank started the Harlem Shake.
Her model can't floss every 1 point and laugh.
It's also really funny to me whenever people don't realize that Joji is Filthy Frank. That's hilarious to me. It's really funny to me. It's fun to know lore, even if it's sort of inconsequential.
No floss? Negative or a moment. Chiwa got really good at flossing because when her parents told her to brush her teeth and floss, she got it confused.
Man went through an arc.
Put a Pink Guy song.
I mean, like, he's always been like a good musician, right? I mean, he's probably doing better now as Joji than as Pink Guy, but like, I kind of miss the humor. Put a Pink Guy song on. Pretty sure aren't they copyright on Spotify? It's like Superman and Clark Kent.
I do not know no Pink Guy, Hoji or Filthy Frank. But I do love me some good politics. You can floss, but can you do orange justice?
I can't do orange justice.
My lord, you must floss for the good of the empire.
I like the bird, the Peter Griffin bird in Fortnite. That's funny to me. And there's like golden Peter Griffin or some shit, or buff Peter Griffin. Bird, bird, bird. It affects everyone, even dogs and cats. We don't know how it started, but it's spreading quickly. Whole villages are dancing themselves half to death. I say we quarantine the villages. Listen, we can't have our children doing Fortnite dances on the street. We just can't allow that. We can't allow that. Do you understand how degenerate that is? Fucking Zoomers. Fucking Gen Alpha. Okay, alright. Clearly you're in league. Clearly you're in league with Epic Games.
Allow their freedoms but execute them on the spot when they do. We will outlaw the dance outside of the battle pass. Dancing is a form of witchcraft and must be banned.
A dancing plague might bring some life to the masses. Why not let it spread? Soon, half the kingdom is dancing around the clock as the plague hits other regions, including the capital. Productivity is down and crops are rotting in the fields, but at least everyone appears to be having a good time. The famine's already starting.
Kawasway 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 kawasway. Something just came up, brothers. I'm gonna lurk for the remainder of the stream. Have a good one, Chiwa and chat.
Thanks for stopping by. Alright, bros. Get
wait for some food monster
get
to
your
eat
wallets
the
ready. It's time to swipe your cards. It's time to swipe, bros. It's time to swipe and purchase buildings. Auction has begun.
Chiwa, move your big ass head.
I already preempted it before you even said shit.
Further left. Grandees Funcy. That's better, TY. That's better, KEKW. Perfect.
Of course.
Koa moves out midstream. Now so far left you come back from the right side.
Of course, the counts get more farming. Naturally.
Horseshoe effect moment.
Finding a spouse. In the twisty passages of your castle, you can avoid your advisors. the nobles, even the spy master. But there's one person you can't avoid. Your mother. Why haven't you found a spouse yet? It's been almost a year. I don't want to get married. I want women, alright? I love women. Can I marry my mom? Is that possible?
But mom.
Oh, your mom. Got him.
Chihuahua has no bitches. Typical. Chihuahua having this exact conversation with her mom every day when she gets out of the basement.
Hey, Pogger, thank you for the follow. Thine maternal ancestor so sizable the peasants doth behold her from another kingdom. It's pretty funny.
We're a Pedro, not a Habsburg.
Hold on. There's no way raccoons that dig through trash to find little nuggets of rotten food that they consider gold. There's no way they don't engage in incest. Raccoons engage in incest. This has to be a thing.
The Chihuahua urge to impregnate your mom, and sister, and daughter. Remember, raccoons wash all their food. This is why I can't tell anyone I watch this stream.
Do raccoons mate with their siblings? An in-depth look at raccoon mating behaviors.
I do not comprehend. Unironically did the mom-sister-daughter challenge in CK3 once.
In the wild, raccoons have complex social and mating behaviors. While incest isn't the norm, it does occur. In this comprehensive guide, we'll dive into the details of raccoon reproduction, genetics, and mating habits to uncover the truth about inbreeding in raccoon families.
Finally, some hard-hitting journalism.
While incest avoidance is the norm,
Well, what does it say?
inbreeding can occur when
Don't
mating
just leave
options
us
are
in the dark.
constrained. Small, isolated populations with few unrelated members may resort to sibling mating, but this is a last resort, as inbreeding can reduce biological fitness. The ultimate goal for any animal is to maximize genetic variation in their offspring. So, while possible, raccoons have evolved behaviors to actively avoid inbreeding under natural conditions when given the choice.
Don't listen to this anti-incest propaganda.
Alright. So Pedro's
Evolved to
anti-incest?
avoid
I mean,
incest? Sounds like devolution.
it's more like it's a
It's
last
Joey
resort.
Burkowa brothers.
Raccoon's saner than the average VTuber confirmed? Bro. The plague, your esteemed highness, it's spreading. Why, I think I've been affected myself. Where did you learn those moves? Now is not the time for justice, your esteemed highness. You need to do something or we'll dance ourselves to death. This may look fun, but trust me, it's anything but.
You can dance if you want to, you can leave your friends behind.
Na 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 na.
Dancing is healthy.
I'm not
I
hiring
thought
a
it was
wizard.
half
I'm
to
not
death.
spending money.
Have we been lied to?
You guys can figure it out
Shadow
yourselves.
Wizard Money Gang.
You guys can figure it out yourselves.
Bro hit us with the safety dance in TTS. Vote C.
Infect
oh no,
the
he's
nobility
starting
as a
to
show
throw
of
it back in the
solidarity.
Nobles Council. Vote C.
Your Highness, the grandees are twerking on the council chamber.
C is too funny to do anything else. You wasted that veto. Vibe check, you must dance now, do the floss. Vote C. Vote SI señorita. Vote C for the meme.
Alright, as is to be expected. As is to be expected.
Your Majesty, this is an emergency. The counts are getting jiggy with it on the royal promenade. So it was Pedro all along that caused the dancing plague.
Not everyone
A little
is
party
keen to
never
show
killed nobody.
solidarity. Still, it's the best way of showing the peasants that you're all in this together. You dance your way to the council chambers every day, then dance your way to dinner, then dance back to bed. In your sleep, your feet do a little jig. I feel like I already do this. I'm like already like always shaking my leg or like tapping my desk or... I'm like that kid in the back of the classroom who has like a pencil and is like... You know what I'm talking about? Oh, like... Lots of like little noise making things. Give us your best pencils solo. I don't even know where my pencils are. I don't even think I have any pencils. What I was just doing just now, that was with a spare screw for my desk. I have something that does sound a little bit better. Hold on.
It's not an important screw, don't worry.
Pretty sure it's not. Eventually, the plague runs its natural course. Now, though, even the hint of a jaunty tune sends half the population into a frenzied panic. Many will never dance again. God, you guys are all traumatized from dancing too much. Escaped experiment. Apparently, something...
Oh my god, we've ruined Music D.
...has escaped from the cellars of Count Space Ice's castle. I've asked for an eyewitness report from a local. Hello, Your Majesty. It was a right unholy sight. A monster stitched together from parts dug up from the village cemetery. I recognized my Aunt Edna's earlobes. The Dancing Plague of 980 AC, 491 dead, 1,000 missing. It should be like... You should put that in like hundreds of thousands. 491,000 dead, 1 million missing. How do you recognize someone's earlobes in a vacuum? They're on Earth. They're not in a vacuum. They're terrestrial. These are terrestrial beings. They're on the surface of a planet with an atmosphere. This is not a vacuum. An abomination. That's right, Your Majesty. I damn near piddled in my britches. This creature is my life's work, Your Highness. And my son. His escape was regrettable. He just wanted to see the village up close. Rest assured, I have chained him up far more securely in my dungeon to ensure this won't happen again. It's too late for that, Count. You and your unholy creation must be burned. It is the only way to cleanse the world of your evil.
Counts, what the fuck are you guys doing over there?
Goblin in the dungeon. They're in the dungeon. It's a little I'm pretty sure it's not necromancer. I'm pretty sure it's like Frankenstein or some shit. Gamba on the Gamba bros. Gamba on the Gamba bros. Just creating life, exactly. Flesh crafting.
Bro Counts, what art thou doing defiling the graves of others for such horrid creation? Burn the abomination.
Brr.
Vote C.
It seems like the Counts are the unified faction in this game. Na, 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 na.
There is a traitor among us who voted C. The child has done no wrong. Burn the father for chaining it up.
True. Hadrian574, thank you for the follow. No, Your Highness, the boy's not ready for freedom. This will end in disaster. The council would free this unholy monstrosity and allow its twisted creator to go unpunished. What kind of message does this send? You're all mad. You'll see, doom will come to the east. Doom! Unfortunately, the High Inquisitor's words proved prophetic. The abomination snaps after relentless bullying from the suspicious villagers. It goes on a spree across the east, torching the fields and murdering the peasants. Come on. You're working against yourselves. You guys have the worst farm. You guys are about to have the worst
Holy
farming.
Holy shit, the east can run Doom, that's awesome. But Doom is a very cool game.
Bros, the east has fallen. It's finally brought to justice by an angry mob.
It's the villagers' fault for bullying them.
The common folk mock you for allowing your soft heart to blind you to common sense.
Oh no, the consequences of our own actions. They're united in shooting themselves in the foot. The east has fallen. Thousands must be sacrificed. The east has fallen, billions must vampirize. L monster and GL just get tougher skin, metaphorically and literally. Down
in the south, Grandy Sibylle is practicing his swordplay.
Yes, but the gun pointed
creating
at my foot
a dummy
won't shoot
to
at me.
ribbon, cutting a dummy to ribbons. Suddenly, the sky turns black. A flash of light, a boom of thunder, and a figure stands where the charred scraps of the dummy used to be. I am Athmoral, wizard of the storm. Speak your peace, mortal, and be quick.
How were we supposed to know that making bad decisions would have negative consequences? Wife.
I thought we might have a common goal. The king has been overstepping his bounds recently, hasn't he? This is undeniably true. Watching from the clouds, I have observed many grave injustices committed by the king's minions. Technically, the precepts of magic forbid me from intervening, but alas, my colleagues abandoned that rule long ago. I suppose I gain nothing from keeping to it still. One thing, though. You must deal with the bees on my behalf. Did you say bees? Yes. On this plane, they're simple insects, but in the apiary, the world of dreams and magic, they are powerful and intelligent. Call themselves the dreams of being. They have an innate fondness for royalty, and sometimes protect monarchs from magical interference, but they won't harm non-magical folk, beyond the occasional sting, so you can deal with them. For the next stage of their scheme, the Grandies must lower all regions' combined farming to 14 or less.
Attractive woman.
Yeah, alright. Listen, no huge taxes this time. No huge taxes. I have found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young woman from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely. You'll be securing a powerful alliance.
How do I join game again?
Exclamation point join.
But it's been so long since I've been in a KOTC stream, let alone a Twitch stream.
Up here is the instructions. Oh wait, you guys can't see it because the thing covers. Yeah, it's exclamation point join. And then there's like a overlay on the top left of your screen, I think. I don't know. I can't see what you guys see. All right, let's see the ladies. Let's see the ladies. This is Desdemona, the eldest daughter of the Eastern Cookie-Chuck dynasty. Forgive the snooty expression. I'm sure that's caused by an errant brushstroke. She had a laboratory installed in her castle and spends most of her time there, conducting bizarre experiments. The other counts think she's mad because she treats the peasants far too nicely. From the coast, we have Petronella, the wealthy heiress to the Lord Patrician thought criminal 444's estate. I mean, just look at her. She's gorgeous, and apparently she's got a silver tongue, too. Her interests are typical of the coast. Money, 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 and making more of it. There was also a scandal recently where she was publicly critical of the church. Nothing came of it. And finally, from the south, Seraphina, the eldest daughter of the Veldhomer 21 lineage. A formidable woman. The Southerners say that her heart is as cold as a northern winter. Like many in the south, she claims to put her faith in the ninth god above all worldly concerns. Unfortunately, she lacks the common touch. The peasants have some terrible nicknames for her. Listen, I have to go with Pedronella. King Pedro marries Pedronella.
She's gonna move to California after losing.
Pedronella. Has to be.
Nerd Goth GF please. Chihuahua, my body is old and tired. May I sleep?
Yes.
Kawa pain.
Hi,
Make
Pedro!
sure your Pedronella has a copy of the rules of acquisition. Kawa is trying to play this like a dating sim.
How that is a dating symbol. Cast out. It's an outrage. It's undignified. He can't do this. Blood and stars. I'm not gonna scream. My family's home working. Calm yourself, Your Highness. It's me, Count Lethelin Ari.
Rattle me bones. Wow, I lost weight.
My skin started to petrify and flake away within my first week with Gordius. He said I'm
guys,
lucky I wasn't turned
you,
completely
but I don't
to
think
stone.
That Count is alive.
But now he's cast me out. He says I have no discernible magical acumen whatsoever, whatever that means. I demand vengeance. Show Gordius what it means to insult a member of King Pedro's council.
One more piece of Jenga to fall. Then Necromancer will kill us all.
We can't do nothing about this. We have to do something. I say we demand compensation for the loss of his flesh. Arrest him for skeletonization? I say B.
Well,
my opinion is
let's see
B.
how 20% works for you. Sorry sir, but no skin is illegal in these parts. Indecent exposure much. Vote C. No shoes, no shirt, no skin, no service.
Is it really gonna arrest him for doing nothing? You guys are fucked up. He
I
didn't
have a bone to pick with that guy.
he didn't do anything wrong.
Damn right.
Arrest him for skeletonization. You send the Calavone City Watch to arrest Gordius. Predictably, your posse disappears without a trace. Arrest a wizard? You might as well try to bottle the ocean. A week later, you find out that everyone in Calavone has been suddenly and mysteriously killed. No one can prove it was Gordius, but the twisted stone statues lining the streets don't help his case. You fool! Why would you anger him like this? All over some measly count insulted by his own inadequacy.
Oh, we tried to arrest the wizard. I thought we were arresting the count. Hey, that increased our farming lead. Thanks, wizard.
Not long after, Lethlin Ari kicks the bucket anyway. Apparently, proximity to Gordius's magic was the only thing keeping him from falling apart. It sounds like your son just joined the council. Fucking Skeletor ass. Skeletor looking ass. Alright. Your Highness, the loyal and noble Grandee Stickham has been taken hostage.
Can we research nuclear weapons? We need to be able to increase our capabilities to deal with the wizard threat. For those listening, heed my words, do not mess with the wizard, for ye shall be cursed. Show me the herald of Blarg.
It's Blarg!
Blarg.
What would kidnappers want with him? It's some criminal organization. These horrid miscreants demand gold and safe passage to Ashmead in exchange for Stickham's return.
Blarg. Vote A.
Really? If you vote A, I'm getting money back. So you guys should vote B. Look at that Gamba. Isn't that Gamba? Doesn't that Gamba look fantastic? Don't you guys love to gamble?
Tell me, how much have you ever lost on a coin toss?
Tell me. How does he do his voice? He like tell me. How does he do it? Tell me, how much have you lost on a coin toss? Military challenge failed. What? That was 70%. The assault is a catastrophe. The outlaws were more entrenched than anyone realized, causing a hard-fought battle. Though the southern forces are victorious, they are decimated. What's worse, Stickham is lost in the chaos. When he's eventually found, he's face down in a pool of blood. The Grandees are quick to put the blame squarely on your shoulders. So many people are dying this game. Now you guys aren't gonna make the same mistake as last game, where you rebel with 2 military score, right? You're not gonna make that mistake this time, right? Right? Right?
Meanwhile, patricians do be chilling and dancing. Turns out a raccoon might not be the best king.
In a dingy seaside tavern,
Maybe.
2 patricians of the
What can
coast
you offer
meet to
us to
plot
not
their
rebel?
latest scheme. Terrible news! The kingdom prospers. The treasury is practically overflowing. I didn't expect the new king to be competent. You guys have such good things to say about me. Nobody did. We must work harder to bankrupt him. The patrician's aim is to lower the treasury to 1,500 or less.
They must be talking about a different king.
It is time for
Guys
reverse
call me a
voting. I
conspiracy
can't wait
theorist,
to.
but I
I
think
can't wait
the
to
nobility
abuse
doesn't
this.
like King Pedro.
Royal wedding, wife time. Your wedding to Petronella is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one
We need
giant
to use guerrilla
party.
warfare against the wizards.
As in, like, conscript guerrillas to fight in the forest, hanging from trees, throwing grenades at people. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Pedronella, at your side. Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife? Yes. Then I pronounce you king and wife. We're so back. By the time you find yourself alone with Petronella, it's past midnight and you've never felt more tired. You dance so very beautifully. Does she not have PTSD from the dancing plague? It was such a wonderful day, wasn't it? You endure a long conversation in which Petronella seems determined to flatter you relentlessly and agree with everything you say, fucking sycophants. By night's end, you don't know who Petronella really is. Her real personality is concealed beneath 100 layers of etiquette. You go to your separate bedchambers, still strangers. Let me reach into your heart, woman.
If you didn't want a sycophant, you should have married my grandee daughter. I told you you should have gone for nerd goth GF.
An angry mob. No, I'll do a new trend first. Lord Patrician Rotelau is here to see you, Your Majesty. He wants to sell you a crab. Of course he does. It's the latest trend along the coast, Your Majesty. The patricians have started to keep a species of jeweled crab as fashionable pet. The creatures are so rare that one can now sell for as much as a mansion.
Your
Very
Majesty,
well.
this crustacean
Send
is
him
worth
in.
the investment.
Kakakakani. This is expensive. Last time I did not buy the crabs, but like...
Chihuahua, you didn't buy last time and missed out.
Kakakakani. Kakakakani. Kani.
The crabs look fantastic on you, Your Highness. Crabtro bro. Think about it. Crabs.
Counting out your gold, Lord
OMG,
Patrician
Crabboy.
Rotelau assures you that you will not regret
Crabs
your
are
purchase.
great, buy them.
I mean, hey, it's a crab. Box of them even.
She invested in cryptocurrency. Time for some seafood.
One morning, as you make your way to the
Crab
council
point to the
hall,
moon,
a mob
patrician
of furious
brothers.
peasants
Wag
surround
lot.
your carriage. They
Imagine
pelt the
not
windows
buying
with rotten
crabs.
fruit and loudly blame you for everything wrong for the kingdom. With the kingdom. Down with the king! Poke your head out the window. A well-aimed tomato splats your forehead. You duck back into the carriage and wait for your soldiers to quell the riot. The soldiers have difficulties, however. Protect the king! Protect the... His words are cut off as he's dragged from his horse and beaten into a fine paste. The growing mob surrounds your stagecoach and begins rocking it back and forth. Your Majesty, make a break for it before they tip the carriage over. We'll stay here and hold them off. I thought they had a vow of silence. The Sisterhood of Steel draws their scimitars and form a ring around you, sheltering you as you scuttle for safety. Stones rain down like hail, but you make it back to the palace unharmed. This is an outrage, Your Grace. First riots and looting in the capital, and now attacks upon your royal person. Our realm is on the verge of collapse. People are afraid. The rule of law has broken down. The peasants are demanding higher wages and more rights.
Scuttle. Like a crab. Lisan Al-Gabe. You did kind of half the kingdom's farming. Are all counts canonically bald?
Yes. They're all vampires. Vampires don't grow hair, you know. Yes, but we obviously can't allow that. So what do we do?
I hear Jerusalem bells ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing, be my mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. This is literally the plot of Kenji, guys, let them be crab raiders. Give them everything they want. Pedro is a Pedro of the people after all. Vote B because the last time we did a 70% roll things went perfectly well. The nobles are united, fucking kill them. Nanana.
Alright, bros. That was a 70% chance and it failed, bro. The dice hate us today. This is they literally weighted this against us. A rioter becomes a normal citizen once they put down their torch and pitchfork. The task of rounding them up proves impossible, especially since your soldiers balk at attacking their fellow citizens. Riots continue to rock the capital. The nobles mutter to each other about your ineffectiveness. Bro. Citizens, this isn't France. I don't they're peasant. Like this is more like the HRE. This is like shitty HRE. The famine begins. Late at night, two counts meet in an ancient stone cemetery to discuss their schemes against the king. Our grain stores are looking much more impressive than the rest of the kingdom.
Chiwan Roman Empire.
Yes, and I've had peasants from the south moving onto my lands, desperate to sponge off our prosperity. How exquisite. But won't summoning this demon be difficult?
G-word mentioned.
It's magic beyond our usual fare. The walls of reality are sturdy, but they can be weakened. A tide of blood must swallow this kingdom in its wake. Chaos. Alright. For the next stage of their scheme, the council's
Chaos,
lower
chaos.
stability to 4 in less
Killer Clown's heresy.
4 or less
Blood
than
for the
2
blood
seasons.
god. Fuck it, I'm down with this. Better than the wizards anyway.
This game sure hates me.
Fuck it, I wanted to be a count anyway.
In a dingy seaside tavern, two patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme.
We
The
really are
treasury is
Saturday cartoon
practically
villains.
empty, and the king is struggling to fund his ambitions. We're perfectly placed to offer him a loan.
Jack from Stranger of Paradise be like, did someone say chaos?
Chaos. Chaos. So helpful of us. Indeed, these loan agreements will be as friendly as a bear trap, absolutely loaded with hidden catches in the small print. Now watch me work my magic. Good evening, Lord Patrician. What exactly is the purpose of this meeting? She's like autistic, right? She's like the autism. She should be like autistic because she's an accountant, right? Isn't that standard? Standard? I heard about the king's recent money troubles, and I thought we could both benefit. Sign here and here. This agreement does seem fair. Very well, I will sign. The king will be pleased. Good night, Lord Patrician, and may the 9th bless you.
We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
See? Easy as pie, but it's not enough to bankroll the king. The rest of the kingdom must be in debt to us as well. To advance their scheme, the patricians must have the highest trade of all regions in 3 seasons.
There's been trouble. Very FING your PayPal account.
Have you guys been getting emails like fake invoices? Yeah, on like my personal email accounts, every like maybe
Chat,
once in
don't
a week,
wanna
I just
sound
get like
weird,
a
but
fake.
Isn't it suspect one group of people are trying to get us all into debt with them?
I get like random fake invoices, and I'm just like, fuck off. What do you think I am, an 80-year-old woman? All me, so true. Imagine being mistaken for someone so young, so true.
Chat, don't wanna sound weird, but isn't it suspect one group of people are vampires who's gonna kill us all? Those are mine. Pay your debts. I add the site's name to my name of whatever account I'm registering with so I know who sold my info.
Oh, with salted addresses? actually smart. That's actually super smart. If you use like salted emails. Okay. Saint or sinner? All I'm saying is every grandee claims to have a saint in his ancestry. Your great-great-grandfather was probably a common dullard. Shut your mouth, you hedge-born puzzle-wit! His name was Saint Umber, and he defeated the werewolf of Ironjar by turning it to dust in an instant. According to my grandmother. If you're so sure, how about a little wager? A bag of gold says your ancestor was no saint. You're on. Not another petty dispute. Lord Patrician Kariah Bathwater is spreading damnable lies about my great-great-grandfather. If you really think he was a saint, then dig him up. Saints are incorruptible even after death. They don't decay. Very well. I request the council's permission to exhume my ancestor and prove this fool wrong. That logic makes sense, does it? I'm not sure about that
discussions about to become a canonical dispute in patrician discord. Gamba 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 gamba. Alright. You know what? If you... dig him up for the memes.
Alright. Dig him up. Dig him up, I guess. Exhuming corpses? Like the loathsome dung eater. The loathsome dung eater.
Vote for content.
Ninth, bless you, your majesty. Now, where's my shovel? A few days later, the corpse of Amochikek's great-great-grandfather is exhumed from its resting place in the southern necropolis. We are blessed. I was right. Centuries in the ground, but old Saint Umber looks as fresh as a daisy. Dorime. Wow, it really is a miracle. Fine, take your money. Word quickly spreads of the miracle of Saint Umber. Peasants across the south add another name to their prayers. Dorime. Na 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 na.
If nobody got me, I know the ninth god got me.
Helping hand. Pedro. I had something I wanted to ask of you.
So
what can
we
I do
pass
for you?
the 60/40ths odds, but 70/30ths is always a fail. Play Dorime PLS.
That's how the cookie crumbles.
What happened to the other gods
It's a game
anyway?
of the dice.
Nine faith, ninth god, coincidence? I think not. Dig your grandfather only for $300. Worth it?
As you surely know, I run a very successful jewelers guild back home in the coast. But the current laws are a little restrictive for my trade. Lots of tariffs and regulations. You know how it is. I was hoping you could push for some changes in the council. Eliminate some of the import duties on Ateshi jewels, perhaps. You want me to give the coast preferential treatment. I think it's only fair. The other regions just can't compete with us in the jewelry trade anyway.
Free the market.
I'll assemble, my bitch of a wife can't help but demand that I reduce tariffs. I guess I'll have to summon the council.
SE.
What is this fucking 80s sitcom ass plot point? Alright. Reverse voting. Let's see if you're smart enough to do reverse voting.
She'll sleep with you if you lower tariffs. Do I even have to say it? B. Well,
it's reverse voting, bros. It's reverse voting. You guys are clueless. You guys have no idea.
We are not really smart.
You guys are ruining my relationship with my wife.
Patricians betraying their marriage candidate is wild. And you doubted us?
I'm not gonna hear the end of it from my nagging wife. I see I've underestimated my enemies on the council. That's unfortunate. Banning Ateshi jewels has a marked effect on the patricians' economy.
It only took her saying it out loud and a TTS to make you vote correctly.
Cheaper, lower quality stones are imported from Ashmead, but it's an arduous process. A number of nobles are seen clutching their old jewelry with increased paranoia as their value increases sharply. Your Majesty, I bring bad news from the east. We are receiving reports of... I am sure your news can wait. I bring urgent tidings from the coast that demand the king's attention at once. Wait your turn, you ignorant dolt. Why don't you settle your quarrel outside? Meanwhile, I have news from the south that really is urgent. Now, children. One at a time. Calm down. The eastern courts are corrupt, Your Highness. Judges are letting off the vilest criminals in return for the slightest bit of coin. Is that all? By the night, the industries of the coast are in grave danger. The workers are striking. They demand fewer hours and higher pay. My news is worse still. The cities of the south are being consumed with riots on a weekly basis. Our citizens want to overthrow the king and elect a more competent ruler. All these problems have arisen because the kingdom is increasingly unstable, Your Majesty. Something must be done. We're doomed. Keep a clear head, Your Majesty. The kingdom has survived worse troubles. Unfortunately, we lack the resources to tackle all these problems at once. We must vote on which matter to prioritize. Listen. We can't do anything about the South. I'm sorry to say. We can't... We can't do anything about the South. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say. You send in your troops to break the strikes.
Where
After the
was
resulting
Pedro when the
riots have
South
died
Pole
down,
fell?
the strikers reluctantly get back to work. The patricians are satisfied that you've enforced order, but more and more workers abandon the coast altogether, seeking employment in other regions. The crisis on the coast has been quashed, making the kingdom as a whole slightly more stable. But the nobles of other regions feel that you're ignoring their problems. I was hoping I could tax you guys. All right. Auction bros. Auction time. I don't even know if any of these options are particularly good, to be honest. Farming could be lower to hurt 2 or more. This is really sad. Trade up, stability down. So based. Bro, rat the kingdom to the ground. This is your fault. Blasphemy. Blasphemy. Your Highness, an urgent matter. My agents suspect there's a reason behind the recent unrest. The counts are stirring up chaos to power some kind of dark ritual.
Lies and slander.
I can't deal with this right now. That's because of their scheming. Even if it's hard, we must fight back.
The judges already declared us innocent.
All of these are so bad. Okay, vote, bros. Vote. It's time to vote.
Remember, don't vote C.
You guys didn't even notice. You guys are clueless. What does this say, bros? What does this say?
Counts vote A. Koa mocking chat's illiteracy.
You guys are just as bad as me. A small army of inquisitors rifle through the count's estates and question the peasants on their land. Several high-profile counts are captured and interrogated at length. It's harder for them to perform their rituals and make their preparations while they're trying to dodge the Inquisition's agents. The Count's efforts have been hampered. Their stat goal will not be evaluated until the end of next season. Let's go, let's go, let's go. My heir. Your marriage to Pedronella is not what you had hoped. She seldom sleeps in your bed, and over breakfast you exchange only a few frosty words before she departs to a board meeting. The last thing on your mind is procuring an heir, but the needs of the kingdom must prevail. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. It went about as well as I could expect. You're still in power, aren't you? Still got the crown on your head? I don't have a crown on my head.
You need to understand she has a CEO mindset.
Has she noticed? Have I noticed what?
You need to get some of that Pedrosy.
Have I noticed what?
Sigma grindset. Who could have expected even in video games women still don't want to touch you? You're
but I
the
noticed
queen?
What?
Well, I didn't vote for you.
Smile? You've done well so far, but something's still missing. An heir. You need someone young, whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard. Or the youngest of your many cousins. I'll take my youngest cousin. My wife doesn't want to touch me. All she cares about is money.
Pay your wife to touch you.
Your Majesty, the incorruptible corpse of Saint Umber has become a sensation among the faithful.
This is why Chihuahua plays this game. So she can live out her incest fantasies.
Every day, pilgrims visit my manor to pray at his feet. But their muddy feet are ruining my carpets. May I take Saint Umber's body on a tour of the kingdom instead? After all, the regions outside the south could do with a little reminder of the Ninth's power. Your Majesty, if I may make a suggestion, perhaps we should study this phenomenon instead of mindlessly worshipping it. Heresy! Everyone cover your ears before she says anything more. Yeah, fuck it, why not? Take...
Vote C brothers.
Parade the corpse.
South brothers go C.
Parade the corpse. Why not?
Go A.
Okay.
Chihuahua out here ruining herself by setting Gamba for less stability. Is it bad that I don't care about my faction actually winning?
To be fair, you're in a pretty bad position to win. Grandee Amochikek loads St. Umber's corpse onto a wagon and trundles along the winding coast and through the vast forests of the east. Soon he has attracted a following, barefoot pilgrims in muddy robes chanting the dead saint's name. But when the traveling saint reaches the east, disaster strikes. Your Majesty, we don't yet have a full picture of the situation, but dozens of eastern peasants died horribly as soon as they entered the presence of the saint. The east is in a state of panic, as are my priests. We'll have to wait for Grandee Omochikek to return and tell us exactly what happened. Surely they're not vampires. Down in the south, Grandee Sibali is visiting the wizard Athmarel in her tower. Floating on an island amid the clouds.
These citizens' demonic ancestry was weak and long dormant. We demand
1500
justice.
Chris! Thank you for the prime
Globe
sub.
spin, globe spin, globe spin.
Glorp spin.
We need you guys to rebel, Counts Grandees. Let's make a deal. You rebel, we supply you.
Floating on an island amid the clouds. The beehives are silenced, and over in the apiary, the vast cities of the Dream Queens are hollow ruins. It pains me that this was necessary, but they were growing arrogant. Those bratty
We will
bees
rebel in Minecraft and
they
grief
needed
the server.
correction,
Wyack.
and it has made my travels through dreams much easier. As a reward, I've imbued your soldiers' weapons with the power of lightning. Okay. Okay. My thanks, great wizard. Now, shall we discuss how to overthrow this troublesome king? Curse him with a fate worse than death, or send him far away so he can never return. Grandees, get your votes in. What's a fate worse than death? Eternal torture, let's find out!
A fate worse than death. He's going to become a VTuber. It's a good fate, I've seen it, not bad. He is cursed to be a redeem on a chiwadesu stream.
Worse than death. Well, it can be done, but it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. King Pedro deserves no such fate. If you want me to do this, I will require additional payment. Perhaps more than you can afford. Egad. Egad. I thought we'd already sealed the deal. This is chronologically a prequel? In what way? I offered to overthrow the king, not torment him. Come back when you can afford my services. For the final stage of their scheme, Grandees must raise their trade to at least 9. Listen, I need money. I need money, okay? I need money. Listen, I'm poor, okay? I'm poor.
Classic. Rebel, my people.
The only ones who can rebel at the moment are the Grandees. Alright? But you guys have 3 military. I don't think it's worth it. You guys are gonna lose. A plague of rats.
Should have rebelled, Counts Co angry.
Count Hadrian 574 strides into the council chambers,
Once again
distraught,
we will ruin ourselves to annoy you.
waving a dead rat by its tail. The fields and barns of the east are overrun by
The
vermin.
rat attack, Coarat.
And we've no more poison for these horrible things. We can't cope anymore. We're seething. Cope and seethe. I should send them cats. Send them a shipment of cats.
Pick B.
See, bros, see.
We are. And it's not making us want to overthrow you less.
I am pro C. Alright.
To the most tyrannical IRS King Pedro, I pen this letter to you to state you are the worst ruler to ever been seen by the ninth. A peasant could rule better than you, and be more faithful. I hope you are tormented by 1,000 years of falling downstairs.
Any last minute votes? It's fucking over.
Stop the count.
Come on, we need like 4 more for
I
C.
will
Come
ban
on.
everyone here if you don't finish
Come
the
on.
vote.
Bro.
The last minute voters have spoken.
You send barrels of rat poison to the east.
Let's
They're
go
closely
gambling.
guarded, but during the night, one of the barrels goes missing. Word gets out and rumors erupt. Who stole
Tales
the
of your
barrel?
misdeeds are
Is it an
told from Ireland
assassination
to
plot?
Cathay.
Is the king
Epsiwa.
poisoning citizens of the
It will
east?
fail. Sold hyper Dino dance. Why so serious?
Was the rat infestation a cover story all along? The rats
was a
die
rat.
off, but the unrest
A rat.
remains. The missing poison is never found. The crab craze has swollen to unforeseen heights, Your
Rebellion now,
Majesty.
brothers.
The trade is so profitable that patricians are shutting down textile mills to focus on crab catching. Thousands are unemployed. Oh God. But who cares about that, Your Majesty? Your box of crabs is now worth nearly double what you paid for it.
Connie. Who is your honor guard?
Sell.
Krabipto maxing.
I'm not holding the bag. I don't have diamond hands, unfortunately.
We love Monopoly here in the rich coast. Invest in crab coin. It doubled in only 2 days.
Buy high,
Buy high,
sell
sell
low.
low. Chiwa out here swimming in her money, unaware of the famine coming from the Count's lands.
Grandee Omochikek has returned at last from the east. Explain yourself. What happened? My priests are in a panic. Upon my honor, Your Excellency, it was a terrible scene. I heard some peasants died. Everything was going well until a rabble of Eastern commoners entered the presence of a saint. They cracked jokes about how it was not a miracle, but a scam. Saint Umber's eyes lit up with holy fire. The commoners withered and rotted and died on the spot, as though struck by 1,000 years in a single moment. All that remained was dust and skeletons. We're still not sure how many died. A
Saint
miracle!
Umber, take the wheel.
My thoughts exactly, Your Majesty. The Saint of Decay strikes down unbelievers. The East is a hive of atheism and apostasy, after all. We should place Saint Umber in the council hall so that faithless nobles face similar judgment. So true! So true. So fucking true.
See.
Vote, bros. Vote. Come on. Come on, bros. Vote.
Reverse voting.
Stop the count.
Look at the cat sitting there with the smug.
Alright, it's like a middle ground. It's a middle ground. Saint Umber is placed back in his necropolis tomb, and a heavy stone is rolled over the entrance so he can't be dug up by zealots. Grandee Omochikek offers a token protest, but truthfully seems relieved that the saint is gone. The High Inquisitor, however, is outraged. For weeks, inquisitors probe your affairs, and priests condemn your name in churches across the land. Sad. How sad. El Bozo. A pair of counts face each other in silence. A code word is exchanged. They speak of their latest schemes. Good news from the capital, my
The
friends.
High Inquisitor is a poo head.
Well, bad news, but good for us. Oh, yes. Fires. Wanton murder. Giant spiders. Indeed. And what's more, I sold the other regions a few emergency supplies in their panic. You guys are price gouging?
Free market, baby.
Unbelievable. Superb.
No, we are war profiteering before the war has even started.
The fabric between worlds is wearing thin. The time is ripe to summon a demon. But which honored guest should we invite? Ankarazad, Lord of Dismay, the seventh God's Smile, or Belfeminar, the Hungering Absence, Queen of Corruption. Guys, get your votes in.
Destroy them, corrupt them all.
And Karazad will never break through while the church has its claws in the hearts of the people. If we make this kingdom ideal for his presence, he will sweep through the land and leave nothing but grinning corpses. From one of these corpses, we will simply pick up the crown. For the final stage of their scheme, the counts must lower their faith to 1 or less. Sitting on a bench outside a sun-bleached villa, 2 patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. Our profits are down. Our companies are being outcompeted by the damn grandees of all people. How could this happen? The patrician's aim is to have the highest trade. Yeah. Ninth, preserve us. What in the ninth's name is that smell? A bit of lavender oil, a little rose. Well, it's vile. Stay away from me, if you please. Won't do you much good. Everyone in the East is bathing these days, all thanks to our aqueduct's pristine waters. Why, I've been bathing nearly once a fortnight.
Counts, do not rebel. We need to finish our scheme.
You smell rather nice, actually. Why, thank you, Your Grace. In fact, the council should establish public bathhouses in cities all across the
Counts
kingdom.
are the blood-sucking British, so make them
By
British.
the ninth, really? In public? That's degeneracy waiting to
Showers
happen.
more than Kawa. The counts are selling their vampire gamer girl bath water. Y'all are stinky.
Listen, all right, we have to be a clean society. We have to bathe here.
Vote B. Let's see the naked king. We must be master bathers.
Stop the count. Have the king bathe in public to show the benefits. Rigged? This is a monarchy. Your servants scurry to set up a huge golden tub in front of the palace. The nobles look on.
This exhibitionism is getting out of hand.
Along with a crowd of curious citizens. When you disrobe and sink into the steaming water, no one dares to even crack a smile. Fetch the royal ducky! The nobles laugh and applaud. Even Grandee Mista Moon claps a couple times. With such a ringing endorsement, the popularity of bathing booms, with the counts at the forefront of the new trend. Soon, nobles travel to the east to enjoy the health benefits. I mean, you little rubber ducky in your bath. Your Highness, I've come to submit a complaint about the Counts of the East. Lately, they've been neglecting their tithes. I'm not a debt collector. Who do you think the common folk will blame if the church starts failing? Me? No, Your Highness, they'll blame you alone. Especially if I tell my priest to spread word that you refuse to help a holy man in need. Fine, I'll help. The worst offender is Count de Marcel. He hasn't paid his tithe in years. I want an example to be made of him.
No, we won't. Fuck you, Archbishop. Didn't the Marcel get turned into a skeleton?
Alright, get your votes in. Order the Count to pay their tithes, toss him in a dungeon, or make him exempt.
Reverse voting. Reverse voting, vote C. Reverse voting, don't vote for C. Reverse voting. I swear chat's brain turns off when it is reverse voting.
The council opts to do nothing to address this travesty. Very well. You'll see what happens.
Where is the brain? I can't find it.
Throughout the kingdom, priests preach to their flocks that the king is a baby kicker and devil worshipper. The gullible peasants lap it up. True, though. What do you mean?
Competent monarchy.
This simply can't go on, Your Majesty.
Kawa, it's our time with the brain cell. I can't believe you stole it. Pedro kicks babies.
These archboffins.
Our benevolent king.
These archboffins think they know everything, but they know nothing of the ninth god's wrath. Please, Your Majesty, we found a perfect site for an observatory, high in the southern hills, but it is on Grandy, insane crackheads' lands, and they refuse to let us build there. Such things are heresy. The stars are just as big and close as the ninth god intended. Who put you up to this idea, I bet it was one of those patricians. Like Jibra. Listen, vote for what you want. You can construct the observatory, find a different site, forbid construction and investigate the scholars' funding. Secretly funded by the counts in the east.
Let's get that faith up, Grande Ebros. We need trade south, brothers.
Stop the count. Stop the count. Oh wait, shit. The grandees grumble and groan, but construction goes ahead. Over time, the observatory provides new jobs and brings many traveling scholars to the area,
Do not
paying
stop
for
the
itself
counts.
many times over. Patricians, you gotta lower their trade. You have to lower the grandees' trade. You can't let them win. Can't let them win. Okay. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms. Should I die? I ask that my crown be passed down to... my cousin and adopted son. Your Highness, may I be the first to congratulate you on your adopting an heir. What is his name? Pedro too. Praise the ninth, Your Majesty. I'm sure little Pedro too will grow up to be a chip off the old block. Hi, Pedro! Alright. The crab bubble burst. I'm glad I sold. Bad news, Your Majesty. A new reef has been discovered which is overflowing with millions of jeweled crabs. Crab prices are crashing catastrophically. What? The entire kingdom will suffer financially, Your Majesty, with the exception of a few patricians. Curiously, Lord Patrician Rotelau, the very same patrician who first began the crab craze, recently sold all his crabs at a huge profit, just days before the crash.
Don't believe the crab lies. Crab coin is still up. Buy crab coin.
I can't believe you just rug pulled. I can't believe you just rug pulled.
It's definitely not a pyramid scheme.
Martelau Shkreli.
I can't believe he got the timing right.
Something must be done. You summon your council to discuss the crab price crisis. Katyusha is here. Thank you for the follow. Many assembled nobles have invested heavily in the crab market, and they are casting furious glances at the patricians' benches. I refuse to bail out the coast.
Patricians, wake up, we have to vote on this one. Reverse voting.
Straight to jail for white-collar crimes. God, I'm so rich. I'm so rich. Your soldiers storm Lord Patrician Rotelal's opulent mansion, arresting him and confiscating his ill-gotten crab gold. The trial will be held as soon as possible.
Straight to Monopoly jail.
Outraged patricians protest your actions are illegal and make a mockery of the law. Don't they know you're the king?
Patricians collapsed. Coast kicks in shambles.
Your Majesty, some accursed grave robbers have dug up my ancestor, Saint Umber. They've boiled him down to his bones and are selling them as holy relics. The gullible peasants believe each bone brings good fortune and keeps away vermin. We must put a stop to this. I call for unity. We can go with whatever. Figure out what you're gonna vote for. Buy bones, not crabs. Wow, it's a new crypto market.
Vote C.
Any more votes? Alright, I'm stopping the count. By the 9th, you'll do nothing? The bones don't even bring good fortune. However, they bring a curse. Farmers' crops wither. Merchants' wagons throw a wheel. Bad luck settles on the south like a garret across the throat.
Well, it's rebellion time.
Begin your auction. Figure out what you want to buy. I'm gonna get some more water. I'm thirsty.
Count Fund B. We need to cripple the Count's army. WY. Don't Fund B. Grandees Fund C. Wait, I thought it decreased the kingdom's military. I am speechless. One, two, three, four. What was next again? Will help grandees and counts.
What's up, bros? You guys lowered one military and raised another? You guys are silly. Hello. You guys are very silly. Alright.
Someone thought it would decrease your military and blew 5,000 on it. Look, I thought it decreased the kingdom military, not ours.
Girok62, thank you for the
Lowering military during a rebellion is a 5D chess move.
It's genius. It's a genius move. I don't have a military stat. The only 3 stats I have are authority, treasury, and stability. The Viper's children. Your Majesty, we have some discretionary funds at our disposal. We might use them to hire a cleaning service, if you catch my meaning. Who should we clean? I was thinking of Grandee Veldhomer 21. With the money you have at hand, you can hire a very good assassin. The rebels will name a new leader, but this will be a significant dent in their plans. Or, if your Majesty wishes...
I literally just saw military and assumed the option would raise it.
We could go after someone else. Who will we hire? A
Please
child
know,
of the Viper.
Kawa, we played EU4 together.
Nothing less will do. Alright. I had a feeling you'd agree. Say the word, Your Highness, and I will divert some funds to this endeavor.
Kill a random target, let's go. We should have desired Pedro. But, look at the kingdom. Everyone is rebelling, authority and stability in shambles. We failed you, Pedro. Amen.
Do I kill Spectrum Color
Counts
TV?
have higher military, kneecapping them would probably be better. You may silence one, but you can't silence all of us.
I'm sorry, Spectrum Color TV. Kill! The Viper's children are as swift and effective as your spy master promised. The news of Count Spectrum Color TV's death is music to your ears. That'll put some real fear into the rebels. At long last, the Grandees have reached their boiling point. You are confronted in your throne room by Grandee Goofagirl, their eyes alight with righteous fury. The ninth god has judged you unworthy pretender to the throne, and the Grandees of the south have listened. We will rise up and fight for Nadia, the true queen. This is a formal declaration of war. The next time we see each other will be on the battlefield. One day I will see your head on a spike. There will be many heads on spikes before this war is over. Mine will not be among them. Grandee Goofagirl strides from your throne room without looking back. I didn't expect them to move so boldly, Your Majesty. What are our chances?
Spike-necked androids.
Well, we're badly outnumbered. Your hopes are slim. How did things get this bad? The leader of the rebellion is Grandee Velthomer 21. He's citing your past transgressions as reason for the uprising.
Rebel
Your
my patricians.
calamitous disagreement with Gordius over an entitled count, the profits you made on the ill-fated crab market. Not to mention forcibly infecting the nobility with the dancing plague. Really? Because of that? Well, that's their excuse. In reality, it's not about you. It's a power grab. So this is it. Civil war.
Maybe the real rebellion were the friends we made along the way.
That's right, Your Majesty. The kingdom is divided. There will be a lot of death and suffering before this is all over. I can't wait. I'll go dig out the trebuchets.
It's time, patricians. Join or hang.
Rebel friends, I will steer this judiciously, and I'll even take out loans this time. Unlike the Japan game. My dear Count of the East.
Bring out the guillotines, my friends.
If you guys don't know the lore, we ran an EU4 game in the Discord last month. That went over that ended like last month. That went over the course of like 6 weeks or something. And in the East, Veldhomer was playing Japan. And we were constantly at war with Siam. And this dude just refused to take loans during one war where we lost. It was very unfortunate. It was very unfortunate. We all felt betrayed. Refused to take a single loan.
Assassin time, we get our payback for our assassinated count.
To be fair, he was also dying on the mainland, but like he could have summoned mercenaries. We were badly outnumbered. It was a fun game though. He was dealing with Malaya instead of mainland China. My dear Counts of the East, thank you for joining us in our righteous war against the tyrant King Pedro. It was in our best interests, enemy of my enemy, and all that. Well, before you commit your troops, you must decide where to direct your opening strike. We can launch a preemptive strike against the patricians to cripple their military capabilities. If we suspect the patricians may join our cause, we can call them to war. They'll be more likely to join us if the king's authority is low. You could also call upon the church to condemn the king. Or finally, you could send off an assassin to nip this in the bud. What are you gonna do, Counts? What's your preemptive? What's
Patricians,
your
you want to
opening
get in
move?
on this?
Or Counts? Get your votes in, Counts.
Count US Patrick Ian's in. Us patricians want to get in on this.
The Counts smuggle a secret message to the patricians. Cunning patricians of the coast, too long have you suffered under the yoke of the king's tyranny. Join us in our righteous war, and if we win, we'll eliminate your taxes. They speak truly. Why did we never think of things this way? The patricians are emboldened by the call to rebellion. Of course, they can only act on it if their defiance is high enough.
Not gonna lie, it ain't looking great for King Pedro.
I can't even tax anybody. Can't wait to prepare the guillotine and hang
Don't tax
all
us
disloyal
as hard
counts,
next time if you want us to be loyal.
followed
Thou
by
tyrant of
decapitation,
golden loins, Pedro.
immediately
Pedro
followed
is
by
now
quartering,
regionless.
and then all of the leftover body parts from all disloyal counts will be thrown in a giant fire covered in gasoline
You and what army?
and set alight. And then I will do the same thing
No, you.
to your wives and children.
If. PEDRO looks angry, wonder why. Sounds like somebody who wants to be stabbed by a tree. Look how this tyrant desperately grasps for power. She threatened our Dakis. Now it's on. Why are the counts getting special treatment? As a grandee and as overall leader of this rebellion, I feel left out.
All rebel lords will have their families whisked away in the middle of the night and executed. Oh no.
Should have bow more crab coin. Look at the consequences.
Your marshal staggers
Grandee's
into the
nuts.
throne room, stinking of booze. She gives you a lopsided grin. Heard the news? Good news, I hope. Your marshal roars with laughter, slapping her thigh. Good news! Good news, he says! The patricians have sent word that they're joining the rebellion against you, your majesty. All 3 regions have now turned on you. Do you know what this means? It means my head on a spike. It means we are royally, no pun intended, screwed. The capital garrison couldn't take on 1 of the regions single-handed, let alone 3. Historically, the king of the kingdom has only survived by playing the regions against each other. To unite them all in common cause, their hatred of you. Well, it's no mean feat.
The North would have protected you.
You're absolutely unmatched when it comes to pissing people off, your majesty. Oh, world beater. Chat, is this true? Chat, is this true?
Chihuahua, you should remove PEDRO for 3 days after this because of all the hatred.
Yes! Alright, fuck you guys. Fuck you guys. You don't know anything. You're clueless.
I find you quite lovely, but that might just be me.
You're all clueless.
Off with her head, we shall kill PEDRO and you both heads on, like grab you child and wife and kill them too.
There's still hope. There must be. Consider this my resignation. There's no fun in an unwinnable war. She strides out of the throne room without looking back. The next few days, you wait for the end to come. The united armies of the rebels sweep through the Crown Lands, meeting barely any resistance along the way. Soon they're camped in a vast mass outside the capital. Against such overwhelming numbers, your walls can't hold out. The ladders go up and the enemy soldiers pour in. As dawn rises, Grandee Velthomer 21 strolls into your throne room, backed by soldiers from all across the kingdom.
Who is getting quartered again?
Cavaliers from the south, soldiers from the coast, and knights from the east. Come on, let's talk about it. Come on, we have a dialogue. The free marketplace of ideas is where we should solve this conflict. What's the point in speaking to a
beat
dead
her
man?
To death with pipes. Goa, just say not I'd win and you win, right? You may speak to the grandees, speak to the grandees nuts.
a triumphant smirk. Grandi Veldhomer 21 makes a sharp gesture. The southern soldiers step forth, swords at the ready. May the ninth god have mercy on your soul, sinner. I'm not going down without a fight.
Congrats, my southern countrymen.
Empty hands can do little against armor and swords. You're given a vicious beating and the fight drains out of you. Instead of killing you, the soldiers seize you and drag you down into your own dungeon. Your ordeal isn't over. While imprisoned in your tiny cell, you hear the guards gossiping.
To the basement.
Apparently, the counts, patricians, and grandees are already fighting over your vacated throne. The grandees and the counts are the strongest, richest, and have the most support from the church, so the throne will go to one of them. After a week rotting in your own dungeon, you're marched onto a public platform. Jeered at by thousands of peasants, you cringe under a barrage of rotten fruit and fresh dung. You can see Grandi Veldhomer 21 sitting in the front row, grinning. The rebels have won. The capital has been taken. You are a former king. The executioner waits silently, holding an axe bigger than you. If you have any last words, now's the time. Everything I did for my kingdom. You place your head on the block.
Who's getting the throne?
The executioner lifts his massive axe. Wait. You suddenly thought of much better last words. You turn to the executioner to tell him, but the axe is already falling. Thunk. Your head bounces into Grandi Veldhomer 21's lap, and your reign comes to a gruesome end.
The person who wins 3 rounds of rock, paper, scissors gets the throne. That's all, folks.
Successor voting!
She said
Vote who the successor is, the counts or the grandees. A or B.
"50-50 chat."
3 seconds. It looks like it's counts.
Vote C. Sure, vote on the ginger.
Stop the count!
It was the counts that promised us no taxes, fellow patricians.
The new monarch will be Odon, Count of the East. It was a tie. After the entire kingdom rose against him,
Let's go.
King Pedro was dragged out of the palace and decapitated in the city square.
Long live my dynasty.
The grandees, led by Veldhomer 21, launched a rebellion that toppled the king and devastated the kingdom. But when the dust cleared, they weren't
king
quick
really
or
shouldn't
strong
get this
enough
much influence over
to
a vote
seize
after
the throne
already being
himself.
beheaded.
The patricians joined the rebellion at the last minute, either finally fed up with the king or perhaps desperate to be on the winning side. counts joined the rebellion alongside the grandees. In the aftermath, they were the natural choice to take the throne, and Odon was crowned to half-hearted cheers from the traumatized common folk. Can't think it's killed Pedro.
Hey, at least there are no demons running around.
King Pedro the baby kicker. What?
Kick the baby. A count on the throne is equivalent to Griffith on the throne.
Kick the baby. kick the baby. Kick the baby.
It's because you didn't let the crutch get their tithe from the count. I love kicking babies, Pedro.
So because you didn't let the church get their tithe from the count, it is true. That is true. It's a line from South Park, isn't it? Kick the baby.
This game has some really well-planned event chains.
Can I play this on stream?
I'm glad I got to be a Skelly bro for a short time, at least.
Dude, sweet. Yeah, check it out. Ready, Ike? Kick the baby.
Don't kick the goddamn baby.
Kick the baby.
We can now focus on beating the wizards.
Man, I was hoping I'd win. I was hoping I'd win. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. The RNG really screwed you hard. How many of those 70% RNGs? How many of those 70% RNGs did we lose, bros?
Wait, who's gonna repay the loans we gave to the king?
You can't demand loans from someone who's dead.
Your mission was farming. There was no way you would have gotten that with how shit the realm's farming
You guys
was.
ruined it.
The Bork run was the best one.
The Bork run was pretty good.
If King can't pay back his loans, we can eat his body.
You guys are too rebellion happy. I feel like if you actually run out your schemes, it's a little bit more interesting, even if your defiance gets high. Okay.
Well, maybe you shouldn't tax us. Stop getting defiance so high then, Kawa. Your chat is also really sadistic towards you. It's a miracle you won once in the past. Running a trade scheme with 2 trade? KEKW. That just seems to be an excuse to stack defiance.
GG bros. GG bros.
She won only because King Bork said so.
GG bros. Raid. I want to raid someone.
Next time we should resurrect Bork as a skeleton.
Let's see. Unraid a VTuber.
Glad you killed at Spectrum_colored. Raid your mom.
Got him. Does anybody have a recommended raid?
Raid Whiskey.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good idea. What is Whiskey playing?
There, I'm getting there. There's a...
Okay. Okay, we raid whiskey. I'll see you guys later. I'll see you guys later. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're gaming tomorrow. I'm not sure what we're gaming. We might finish Elden Ring, or we might play Pokemon, or we might play Atelier Sophie. I'm kind of addicted to Atelier Sophie. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye.